Welcome to Entrepreneurs International Network, where entrepreneurs learn, network, and grow. I'm Roger Killen, the organizer. Today, Bridget Brady is going to help us become social media influencers. But first of all, we'd like to get to know Bridget a little bit at a personal level as opposed to a professional. Bridget, I got 3 questions for you. Number 1, what is just one of your very special talents?
Yes. So in addition to being a business owner and entrepreneur, I have also spent my life as a singer. So it is possible I will sing some of my training. You'll have to stay tuned.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
this will
you're in for a treat.
After 12 years producing these events, this will be a first. Question number 2. Can you please all unmute mute yourselves? Thank you. What impact would you like your life to have on planet Earth?
I love that. So I, of course, have a mission for my business, and we're actually going to talk a little bit about business mission today. But my Bridget Brady personal mission is super simple: to live a life I love and help as many other people do the same. That's it.
Short, sweet, profound. I love it.
Yeah, I want people to live a life they love. Life is long and life is short. So I want people to live a life they love.
Your third and last question is, what is your favorite hobby?
Oh, my favorite hobby is scuba diving. So I am an advanced open water scuba diver. I have dove the world. I've been to over 20 countries, and my favorite vacation is 100 feet under the water.
100 feet under the water. How deep have you, what's the word, dived? How deep have you dived?
So the deepest I've gone is 160 feet.
Good Lord, that's huge.
Yeah, I know.
All right, good for you. Now,
I'm deep dive certified, so I can go deep.
Some messages for our participants. Please turn on your video if you at all can. Bridget is going to get her energy from you, and if you turn off your cameras, what she sees is a black box with a name in it, and that's not very energizing. So if you can, please turn on your video. Stay muted and type any questions you've got into the chat. Bridget is going to explain how she'd like to handle the Q&A for you. This workshop is going to be recorded, and you're going to be sent a link, but it is sent to you by my virtual assistant, so it'll probably be sometime tomorrow when you get the link. Bridget, are you ready to knock our socks off?
I am ready, Roger. Thank you.
All right, the show is all yours.
How many of you would love to have more business in your business? Yes, thank you. I see Michael's 2 hands, Millie. Thank you. And how many of you think that maybe, just maybe, social media is a great place to get more of that business in today's marketplace? Yes, thank you. And how many of you wish, hope, pray, intend that social media would start to fulfill on its promise? All those things we hear, right? More clients, more customers, more clout, more cash. Yes, yes, and yes. All right. Well, my friend, you are in the right place. I am so excited. Roger and I put this speaking gig on the calendar many, many, many months ago. And I'm so excited that I was able to get a spot. So thank you to Roger, and thank you to you for showing up. They say that 80% of success in life is just showing up. So I want you to give yourself a big dorky high five. I'm going to do it too and say, good job showing up. Yes, I see you. I see who's not doing it too. All right. Thank you. All right. So today we are going to talk about what it means to be an influencer on social media. And we're going to talk about some really specific strategies to increase your influence. And we're not just going to talk about increasing your influence followers for the sake of followers, engagement for the sake of engagement. Social media for the sake of social media is a waste of your time. Social media for the sake of new prospects, new leads, new clients, new customers, new business, and new opportunity is a complete game changer. So, of course, I have a whole slide deck of awesome things to show you. But before I pull that up, I would love to tell you just a little bit more about my professional story and how I got here. Yes, is that good with everyone? Amazing. All right, so my business background is in corporate America. I spent 15 years as an IT project manager and an IT software developer. I know we have some computer people in the room. I spent 7 years working in New York City on Wall Street. And towards the end of my entrepreneurial career, there was a little mantra going in my head that was like, I got to get out of here. I got to get out from under the man. I want to start my own business. Well, apparently the universe was listening. This is one of those be careful what you wish for moments. So how many of you are old enough, dare I say wise enough, to remember, Roger's like, I'm old enough, to remember the economic downturn that we experienced in 2008, 2009, 2010? Okay, yes, my friends. All right, so it's 2010. I'm working at the largest mortgage banking company in the United States. I'm a consultant there. I'm doing IT consulting. And I come into work one Friday morning and I open my email to an email that essentially says, "Dear Ms. Brady, thank you so much for your 8 years of excellent service. Today is your last day." Now, it's important that I still feel it. It is important to know that I was a consultant. So this was no notice, no severance, like no nothing. Like, thank you so much, bye. So I see some of you nodding. How many of you can relate? Yeah, ooh, there's some tough times. So I used to call this my year of financial ruin. I now call it my year of the Phoenix, and here's why. In a 5-month period, I lost everything. I lost my very high-paying consulting gig. I lost my very, very pretty place to live 1 block from the ocean here in Los Angeles. And my boyfriend left me. No word of a lie. My friends say he was in it for the money. And Roger's like, I love that. Thank you, Roger. Right. So my boyfriend left me. So in 5 months, I lost everything, but I now call it my year of the Phoenix because apparently I had to burn my life to the ground to recreate it. So if those of you, I know we have a lot of Canadians here. I love Canada. Hello, Canadians, and some people in the US. So today I live in beautiful Thousand Oaks, California. But at the time I was 1 block from the ocean. I lost my place to live. I moved to a place I did not want to live in, like a tiny little rat box apartment, all that I could afford at the time. And I spent 2 months feeling very sorry for myself. I spent 2 months literally lying on my floor. Anecdote for you, literally lying on my floor, because when my boyfriend left, he took almost everything we owned: furniture, pots and pans, silverware, coffee maker. Like when I say I burnt my life to the ground, I was not messing around. I was broke. I was broken. I didn't even have a couch to sit on. I had nothing. So I'm lying on my floor for about 2 months. I had my laptop. I'm watching free Hulu. I was watching free Hulu for about 2 months. And I hear a little knock from the universe. And the universe is like, Bridget, you spent a long time talking about being an entrepreneur. You spent a long time saying you wanted to get out of corporate America. Like, maybe this is your chance, right? Like the universe is like, bing, no, you have no job. And it's 2010. So there's no way to get one, right? So I was like, okay, now is the time. So I pull myself up by my bootstraps and I start failing forward. Now, this is mostly failing. I spent almost a year trying like this business, that business, maybe this, maybe that, online marketing. Like I did not know what I was doing. And then another little knock from the universe. I remembered that before I lost my high-paying job, I had taken a very expensive, very incredible social media marketing class. This was like way before social media was cool. So I'm like, okay, I wonder if social media works. I wonder if social media has any value. All right, so spoiler alert, it does, but we'll get there. So I pull my binder out, yes, binder, 2010, and I start going page by page, lesson by lesson, and I started applying what I learned at the time so many years ago to my business, and it started growing and growing and growing. And over the next 2 years, I doubled and or tripled and or quadrupled my revenue over the next couple years. I moved from my rat box apartment to a beautiful home in Calabasas, and people started noticing. People are like, what are you doing? How are you doing this? And I'm like, social media. And this is how it started. Teach me, help me, show me. Teach me, help me, show me. And I did. Now, you don't know me well yet, but perhaps one day you will. You'll certainly know me better by the end of this hour. On one hand, I love seeing people win, right? Like my mission is to help people create a life they love, live a life they love. I love seeing people win. I am the person that when I watch game shows and someone wins a car, I'm like sobbing. I'm like, they have a car now. Now they have a new car. Like, this is who I am, right? And on this hand, I got real good at this social media and online marketing stuff. So in 2015, I said, it is time to put those hands together. And I started my current company, Amp Up My Biz. And like Roger was saying, how we go from solopreneur to small business owner to medium-sized business owner. In 2015, I started Amp Up My Biz. We're a full service online marketing company. And over the last 7 years, I started as a little baby solopreneur. And now I have a team of 15, about to be 17. We're about to hire 2 more people. I have a team of 15 genius marketers and social media marketers and website designers and graphic designers and copywriters and on and on. And I live in beautiful Thousand Oaks, California with my amazing boyfriend. And again, year of the Phoenix. It all started back in 2010, right? And so now I have my current company, Amp Up My Biz. I'm the creator of the Social Media Success Academy. I know Michael has a best-selling book. I'm a #1 international best-selling author of the book Jobs to Jammies. Woo! And the rest is history. And here we are. And then I met Roger. All right. So how many of you are ready to, I hope you have a notebook and a pen, because you're going to get some serious data today, some really great strategies that are going to help you with your business. How many of you are ready to dive in? And we shall dive.
Bridget, Greg and I want to know if it was the bad boyfriend who came back or a new boyfriend.
Dear Lord, no, that oh gosh, no, that bad boyfriend is from a long time ago. New boy, well, not new. We've been together for 8 years. New boyfriend. He was 50, I was 40. Now he's 58. Now I'm 48. So new-ish boyfriend for 8 years. But thank you. Good question. All right. Speaking of questions, I have so much to share with you today, and I'm going to do my best to like pour into you as much as I can. And I promise I will leave time for questions at the end. You have my word. So any questions you have, like write them down, because you'll forget them by the end. Write down your questions. I will open up for Q&A at the end. I promise. So today we're going to talk about the 5 critical elements of becoming a social media influencer. So bring up your chatty fingers. This is going to be very interactive, my friends. I want to know what it means to you to be a social media influencer. When I say social media influencer, what does that mean?
Connect to people.
I will probably stay in chat because it's safer, but connect with people. Roger, impact. Yes. Who else? Chat with me. Give me your chatty fingers. Chat me up. Ian, to
Ian.
inspire, Priscilla, influence thinking, George, multiply, Ben, credibility and audience, Christina, influence on others. I love that. Millie, win friends, Bhavna, lots of followers. We're going to talk about that today. Michael, to make money. Amen. John, change the direction of the market. George, change things. Okay, this is so interesting. Okay, so is Kim Kardashian here? No. Oprah? No. Okay, we're safe. I'm safe to speak freely. All right, so like I said a little earlier, there are influencers that I love you. I love you. You will probably never be Kim Kardashian. You will probably never be Oprah Winfrey, right? Those are the influencers where Oprah says, my favorite thing is this cup. And the next day, this cup sells millions of dollars, right? So as a small business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a small to medium-sized business owner, when I talk about being an influencer on social media, I'm going to shift some paradigms for you here today. And some of you said it. I want you to think about the ability you have to influence people to take the next step. Because this is where I was just 2 weeks ago. Some of you might be familiar. I was in the Maldives. If you would have heard me speak 2 weeks ago, you would not have seen this slide. I was just there 2 weeks ago in the Maldives. If you don't know where it is, it's on the other side of the planet. It is in Asia, off the coast of India, in the Indian Ocean. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Yes, I went scuba diving. Yes, I dove with 10 amazing sharks. And I was sitting here, and the reason I show you this is because I was sitting on the beach one day with my boyfriend, the good one, and he looked at me and he said, this is the kind of happiness that money buys. This is the kind of happiness that money buys. Now we all know, I know, and you don't need to chat it to me. I know that happiness comes from within. I know that you can't make anyone happy. And living a life of your choosing and being able to travel the world and do whatever the flippity doodah you want all day, every day is the kind of happiness that money can buy, right? So here are your 5 critical elements. We're going to touch on all of these today. And then today, like I said, I'm going to open for Q&A. Today is going to be the thin crust. At the end, I promise I'm going to give you an opportunity to go deep dish and spend more time learning and exploring. All right, so here's your 5 critical elements. Your organic social media production. This is your day in, day out, week in, week out social media posting. I'm going to give you a really specific strategy for how this works best. Number 2, and some of you said this, build a following. Yes, my friends, following for the sake of following, who cares? However, you are awesome. Your business is awesome. I've worked with now thousands, literally in the last 7-8 years, I've worked with thousands of business owners and helped them create millions of dollars of revenue. And 9 times out of 10, they are not the problem. They are awesome. Their business is awesome. Their products are often awesome. Their services are awesome. They need to get more eyeballs on their awesome. And that is a piece of followers. Number 3 is your engagement. And I'm going to give you some tips and tricks for that today, because it cannot be just you shouting at the world, and it can't be spray and pray, right? It can't just be you shouting at the world without creating a dance with your audience. We're going to talk about that today. Number 4, yes, my friend, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I do recommend that you donate to the Zuckerberg Fund, okay? Social media advertising is, hear me now, listen to me now, hear me later, is the best bang for your marketing dollars today. I don't know what it will be in 5 years. It wasn't true 5 or 10 years ago, but today, social media advertising, I have seen it grow my clients and my students' bank accounts by literally millions of dollars. And then number 5, we're going to talk about this as well, is your lead magnets, your list building, your sales, your funnels. Again, social media for the sake of social media, waste of your time. Social media for the sake of building your business can change your world. So by the end of today, we're going to talk about why social media is so critical to your marketing puzzle. We're going to talk about the secret purpose of your social media as a business owner. I'm going to give you a very specific posting strategy. And we're going to talk about how all of this works together to bring you more business. So I want you to imagine, and you can even get jiggy with it and like put your hands on your heart and imagine this if you want. I want you to imagine literally waking up every single morning to new leads in your email database, new followers, new comments on your content, new messages, and that ethereal thing that happens when you are an influencer on social, which is speaking gigs, podcast interviews, write a chapter for my book, speak on my stage, speak on my podcast, write a chapter, come to my summit, be my JV partner. I want to affiliate with you. Like so much possibility. And then of course, sales. So chat me up. We cannot get to where we're going unless we know where we are. So on a scale of 1 to 10, be honest. This is only being recorded for the world to see. Where are you right now with your social? And here's what I mean by that. Number 1 is like, you think you have a Facebook page, but you're not sure of your login and you posted there 2 months ago. 10 is new leads and sales come into your world every day. Every day. That's a 10. All right. Brian, I love it. 2. Christina, 3. Michael, 6. Priscilla, 3. John, 8. John, you can teach this class next. Milana, 1/5 or 1.5. 5. Roger, -1. Roger, that's not true. Elaine, 6. Okay. So here's what I want to tell you. I am a compulsive truth teller. Don't ever ask me a question you do not want the answer to. I cannot help myself. The truth will fall out of my mouth. If your social media today, in today's marketplace, if your social media is not a 9 or a 10, maybe an 8, you are leaving so much money on the table. I mean, like, so, Michael's like, yes, so much money on the table. We're going to talk about why today, and we're going to talk about how to overcome that today. But I want you to tell yourself to stop it, right? Stop it. Okay. Me to you. All right. Going back to my screen share. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Here we go. Oops. Here we go. So why? I am you. You're a busy entrepreneur. You are a business owner. Like Roger said, you're wearing 10,000 hats. You have a list of 50,000 things to do. Why? Why is social media so critical? If you don't know the why, you are not going to do the how. Because people live here, my friends. This is where people live today, and you must meet people where they live. People live on their phones, they live on their tablets, they live on their computers. As a human, feel any way you want to feel about this. As a business owner, I invite you to embrace this, and I invite you to meet people where they live. About 82% of our population is active on social media. They're spending about 3 hours a day on their social. 3.5 billion people are on social media. Facebook is the #1 visited website of all websites in the world. YouTube is the 2nd largest search engine on the planet, second only to Google. For those of you looking for SEO, for some reason, the percentage is gone here. 91% of all Twitter interactions are link clicks, my search engine optimization friends. Like I said, average person spends about 3 hours a day on social. And my favorite social media statistic is that about 70% of consumers, of your potential clients and your potential customers, are literally making their buying decisions based on what they see on social media. But here's the dirty little secret of social. All of those social media experts out there, they don't want you to know this. They want you to think that it is harder than it is. So the secret is, even though social media seems like this huge, complicated chasm of confusion with all these moving pieces and so many things to do, you do not need to know everything to have massive success. I promise you. You do not need to know everything. You do not need to do everything. When you have a proven, simple, step-by-step social media strategy, it will grow your brand, your business, and your bottom line, period. Because the myth goes something like this. The myth is, you got to face, you got to book, you got to snap, you got to chat, you got to tick, you got to talk. I need to do reels, like 5 reels a day. And then I need to post 25 stories a day. And I should be posting a story right now. What am I doing? How am I not on social media? Right? Like, this is the story that people are telling us, but it's not true. The truth is, you do need to have a strategy. We're going to talk. Oh, we're so good. We have almost a whole hour. We're going to talk a lot about that today. The truth is, you need to have a strategy. So get your chatty fingers up. I want you to tell me, business owner, what is the purpose of your social media? What is the purpose of your social media? Michael, brand awareness. Ben, to raise brand awareness, to meet new clients. Type away, friends. Brian, to advertise. Roger, to build relationships one-to-many. Millie, marketing. Christina, get more leads. Elaine, connect with people, find clients. You used this with a social media client. I think he's going to share something with you. Ian, to engage with an audience, to connect, to collaborate, to teach. Yes, 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 and yes. And I'm going to shift the paradigm for you here. If you adopt this paradigm, and I mean like really adopt this paradigm, it will change everything for you. It will change everything for you. Because I promise you, my thousands of clients and students do not work with me because they like me, although they do, right? They work with me because I help them grow their business. As a business owner, the purpose of your social media is to get people off of social media. I want you to shift this whole paradigm. All these things are true. Yes, all these things, and building your KLT and your know, love, trust and brand awareness, all of those things will happen. But I want you to start thinking about your social media in this way. I want you to influence people to take the next step with you. So your website, your landing pages, your brick and mortar is your town. That's your world. That's your globe. That's where people will come and they will have a wonderful time and they'll read your blogs and they'll watch your videos and they'll opt in for your offers. They'll learn more about you. They'll try to work with you. They'll call you. And all of your social is an inroad to your town. That's all it is. Your Insta, your Pinterest, your YouTube, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your Snap, your chat, your Tick, your Talk. It's all an inroad to your social. Why? Why? Because of puppies and kittens and babies. Because social media is very distracting. And someone said it here today. So we are short attention span theater right now. It is short attention span theater. So someone's going to be on social and they might be your follower and they might adore you. And they're looking at, oh, look at this real estate deal, or look at this alkaline water machine, or look at this new workout plan. My friend had a baby. Oh, babies. Oh my gosh, kittens in a bathtub, kittens in a sink, kittens in a phone. How did they get kittens in a phone? I mean, people are insane with their short attention span theater. So you must always be thinking, how are you going to get people off of social media from their world into your world? You start with your message. This is so critical. I'm going to give you a posting strategy that you will love, but you must start here. Before you post one meme, one video, one piece of content, you need to get really clear about who you are, and who you serve. And what is your message? What is your, when you get really specific about this, people can feel it from you. What is your vision? What is your mission? What is your USP? What is your unique selling proposition? We are all a dime a dozen, and we're not, right? And there is no one as you as you. What is your unique selling proposition? And who is your ideal client avatar? Who is that ideal person? Because what happens is when you're very clear about your message and you're very clear about who you are and who you serve and who you're talking to, people will be able to hear you. And until that happens, they're going to stay on social and look at kittens, because this is the next big mistake that I see entrepreneurs. I call it spaghetti versus strategy, AKA the pasta prayer. And it looks something like this. So you're like, okay, I got this. I'm going to do some social media. I'm going to put up a meme, and I heard someone talk about reels, and then I'm going to do a video, and I think I'm supposed to go live, and I'm going to do like a class or something. And then I'm also going to post an article that I saw, that one that was shown to me by HubSpot. I'm going to put that article up. It's really good. And then they do this. Dear gods of social media, please, oh please, let something that I just threw up on my social media channels bring me more business. Again, is this you? How many of you can relate to this? You have no content calendar. You have no real strategy. You have not looked at your analytics. You are throwing some shiz up on the wall and hoping. So I want everyone to chat by pasta prayer. We're going to be done with that. By pasta prayer. Chat that to me because it's important. Instead, we're going to use strategy. So next on the hit parade is consistent action over time. You wish this, and I wish this. I wish that social media was like you post for a month or 2 or 3 or 4, and then millions of dollars rain down upon you. That's not how social media works. Social media is a marathon. It is not a sprint. If you wanted to lose 100 pounds, I don't think you'd be like, I'm going to get this done in 30 days, right? But this is how people think of their social media. So I want you to think of your social media like drinking water. I want you to think of your social media like exercising. I want you to think of social media like flossing your teeth. It is consistent action over time that gives you the results you want. Number 2, everything you post must be congruent with your brand and relevant to your audience. I was just, right after I came home from the Maldives, I had a huge speaking gig in Vegas. I know I have a Vegas friend here. And at that speaking gig, very sweet kid comes up to me and is like, so should I probably stop posting all that stuff about like Rihanna and Lizzo and this and that? And I'm like, well, what's your brand? Okay, it had nothing to do with his brand. Like he was completely sending like all these weird mixed messages to his audience by like just posting a bunch of random stuff. And then number 4, always speak to one. You are always speaking to your ICA, your ideal client avatar. It is the only way they will hear you. Social media is like a room of 3.5 billion people, and they are all screaming at each other, right? And I'm going to talk a little bit more about this as we go. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to stand out. But one of the ninja secrets that people don't do is you are always speaking to one. In your social, in your videos, in everything you do, and you're speaking to your ideal client avatar. All right, so I have these things called ninja secrets, and here's one of them. So a ninja secret is this. A ninja secret are strategies and tips that, quite honestly, most social media experts who are making a lot of money for their clients and students and themselves, they know these tricks. But they don't share them. And they're like, no, thank you so much. That is my trick. I don't share this. I'm a believer in abundance. I'm a believer in sharing. So this is one of my ninja secrets that will also change your social media. It is my 75-25 rule. This is how I want you to start thinking about your social. We're getting people off of social. How do we do that? Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. 75 to 90% of every single thing you post must simply add value to your audience. You're not asking for not one good dang thing. Educate, inspire, humor, information, tips, tricks, strategies, recipes, how-tos, behind the scenes, lifestyle. Give them value, right? That's it, 75 to 90%. I tell people, give away your best. They will come back for the rest. Give people your best. They will come back for the rest. And then 10 to 25% of your content can be and should be, I'm not a big believer in shoulding on ourselves, but in this moment, I gotta do it. Should be buy my stuff. And what happens is people are usually doing one or the other. They're not doing both, and they're not doing them in this my ninja secret ratio. They're either over on one side saying like, Bridget, like I go live every week and I do a blog and I do a vlog and I'm giving tips and I'm giving tricks and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I'm like, fantastic. Talk to me about your funnel. And they're like, what? I'm sorry, what? What? Talk to me about your lead magnets. What? Right? They're giving, and then they're never asking. And then the other side, which is way worse. And I find this mostly, and it's so much love for you, but I find this mostly with people who are selling products, and their social looks like this: buy my stuff, 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 buy my stuff. You want to buy my stuff? Have you seen this? You want to buy this? You want to buy this? And what happens is humans and the social media algorithms are like, save your pretty voice. Right? They're like, turn it down. I don't want to buy your stuff, right? So when you do it this way, it really becomes a magical dance with your audience. Again, not overnight, but when you build your content calendar and when you take a step back and look at your content calendar, make sure you're following the 75-25 rule and watch what starts to happen on your social. So here's what this looks like in practice. Note takers, this is what this looks like in practice. You're going to share news. You're going to share announcements. You're going to celebrate holidays with your audience. Educate, educate, educate. You're going to show people that you are the authority. Recipes, whether that's a recipe for coconut milk or that's a recipe for finding hashtags on Instagram. Actionable tips, right? Give away your best. They will come back for the rest. Videos. Okay, I'm going to take a moment to talk about videos. So videos are the #1 piece of consumed content on social media today. More than any other content, people will consume videos. So how many of you are regularly producing videos for your social right now? Leave your hands up. I'm going to scroll through because I got to know. Michael, Emilia, not that many people. A lot of people are not on camera. I love you the same. I love you the same. John, okay. Roger, yes. Okay. It is so, video is critical to your overall marketing strategy today. It is the #1 piece of consumed content. And people say that, you know, a photo is worth 1,000 words. Video is worth 10,000 words. I'm also going to encourage you to go live. Not only, there is nothing other than being in a room with someone, other than being like eyeball to eyeball, belly to belly. There is nothing more intimate on social media than being live, right? People can interact with you, people can comment. The algorithm also loves when you go live, right? So for those of you who don't know, super simple. An algorithm is just a set of rules usually used by a computer or software. It's just a set of rules. And your social media algorithm, for everything you do, it says thumbs up, we're going to show your content to more people, or thumbs down, we're going to show your content to less people. So going live is a great thing for the algorithm. The algorithm loves when you go live. When you do your podcasts, I know we have I think, Roger, you have a speaker coming up that's talking about podcasts. Turn those into audiograms, put them on your social, blogs, show people that you are the authority. Not only is this great social media fodder, can you turn one blog into 4 or 5 or 6 social media posts, but this also keeps your website from becoming a cob website, right? This is great for your SEO or your search engine optimization. Testimonials, especially if they are from very handsome and famous men. Let other people know that you're not the only one who says you're amazing. Client features, feature your clients. And when we feature our clients and our students, like, it is really about them. And I do this for 2 reasons. One, I want to elevate my clients, their website, their mission, their vision, their social media. But 2, when you appropriately, I'm going to say that word one more time, it's so important. When you appropriately tag people and businesses on social, they get to borrow some of your social media juice and you get to borrow some of their social media juice. So it's good for everyone. You in action, whether you are speaking or teaching or training, whatever you do in your business, let people see who you are. Take them behind the scenes, show you in action. Influencers, you and other influencers. I know that the world right now has gone so virtual, but when you are in the room with an influencer, get a picture with them. I did a speaking gig with Les Brown in Las Vegas. You best believe I got a picture with him and posted it ad nauseum, talking about meeting Les Brown and speaking with him in Vegas. Carrie Murphy's an influencer that is a strategic partner of mine I work with all the time. Kim Coles, right? When you are with people, especially if you have like a speaking gig with them or you're really working with them, let people know. Take people behind the scenes. You've noticed I have asked for nothing, right? I am giving value to my audience. Take people behind the scenes. Memes. I'm also going to take another moment. Bring up your chatty fingers. This is important. What is a meme? Chat me up. What is a meme? Question mark, Brian. I love your honesty. Thank you. Who else? An idea can be. What else? A GIF can be. Anyone else? Brave souls. All right. Communicate with me. Something to communicate. Okay. So a meme in layman's term is an image with text. That's it. As a business owner, a meme is a compelling image with compelling text and your logo and or your website and or your logo. Why? Because memes are the #1 piece of shared content on social media today. It's quick, it's pithy, it's easy to share, it's easy to digest, and it's easy to share. A meme is also a great way to, I call these engagement memes. Communicating with your audience, ask them questions, right? Get people engaged in your content. Now, it can be like a very, very branded question, or you could just ask fun questions as long as it's congruent with your brand and relevant to your audience. There's my amazing boyfriend. Personal. Don't be afraid to get personal, but always positive. And here's what I mean by positive. I do not mean inauthentic. People need more authenticity. But what I do mean is that you want to stay away from, the holy trinity of social media no-nos, which are religion, politics, and sex. Unless those are your business. Unless that's your business, you stay away. It's not, social media is not for whining. It is not for complaining. Social media as a business owner, right, is to be adding value to your audience. Compelling photos. This is one of our real estate clients who was out, speaking of the snow, who was out in 10 degrees below zero in Syracuse, New York, hanging up signs for his clients, right? Like, that's the realtor I want to work with. That's compelling. Okay, giveaways, right? Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Giveaways are a fantastic way to gain followers, to gain engagement. I will tell you that nothing says I love you like cash. One of the tips I give my clients and my students who haven't gotten their 100 YouTube subscribers yet, they're like, I need my custom URL. I'm like easy breezy cover girl. Do a $100 Amazon gift card. Tell everyone on your social and everyone on your email list that if you are doing a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway for everyone who subscribes to your YouTube channel, it will be solved. You will have your custom URL. Okay, now we're moving, right? So you've give. Now we're moving into an ask, your freebies, your lead magnets, right? I'm going to continue to give when you give me your information, and then straight up buy my stuff, right? Buy my products, buy my services, buy my book, attend my webinar, attend my summit, attend my event, and on and on and on. All right, grab your notebook because I just fill your brain with some fantastical information. I'm going to give you, because we still have a lot more to cover and Q&A. I'm going to give you 1.5 minutes, and I want you to write down all of your content ideas based on what you just learned, because I don't want it to escape your brain. 1.5 minutes, I'm going to give you writing music. Ready, set, go. 30 seconds, keep writing, get all those ideas down on paper. Okay, so good. All right, class, pencils down. All right. The secret on social is this. You need to turn lookers into buyers. When you think about social media, it is not what makes them tick. It's what makes them click, right? The big secret here is it's about strategy, right? And again, we'll talk more as we move forward about content calendar and content mix. But I want you to see what this looks like in the real world. I want to show you, like Roger says, you start as a solopreneur, small business owner, mid-sized business owner. It's one of my favorite clients, Dr. Rob Van Bergen. After 9 months of doing what I just showed you and implementing a solid social media strategy, he grew his social media followers by 88%. He increased his overall social media engagement by over 300%. He increased his Instagram engagement by almost 3,000%. These are my favorite stats. I will not tell a lie. I love money. He had the best Black Friday, Cyber Monday he ever had, making over $125,000 on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, with an overall increased revenue of 21% to 1.7 million. But wait, there's more, because social media is a marathon, not a sprint. So when you start your social media strategy, you're going to start seeing results in about 6 to 12 months. And when you keep doing your social media strategy and continue to Kaizen it and refine it, here's what's possible in year 2 and year 3 and beyond. Within 2 years, he had the new best month he ever had was November 2021, including Black Friday and Cyber Monday. He had over $700,000 in revenue from that 1 month. He has never dipped below $200,000 in revenue since. He crossed the $3 million mark in 2021. He is invited to speak all the time on podcasts and interviews and this and that and the other. And he's a doctor. So it's important to him. I just saw someone to post about changing the world is he is able to help more families. Like that's his whole jam, right? Like how many of you would love to not only, increase your revenue to 3 mil a year, but be able to help the people that you want to serve, right? Sharon, I'm showing you. I want to create this vision for you because I promise it's possible. She is a personal development trainer. She fills her online events with social media and social media ads. She gets thousands of registrations and attendees. And right now she averages over $200,000 in sales from every single event she does. This is what's possible. Your content is fire. I promise you. Your business, I heard you all. I heard you with your incredible nutrition programs and your wellness and financial wellness and alkaline water and real estate and all the things you do. Your content is fire. Social media is the gasoline that you can pour on your fire, right? That is what can bring more eyeballs to your awesome. Social media is the greatest force multiplier I know in the world, right? Roger said this, one to many, right? There's you, and then there's 3.5 billion people that you can influence. So that was the thin crust, my friends. We're about to open up for ahas and Q&A. We're so good, as promised. I would like to invite you to come deep dish with me. I am hosting because you can keep doing what you're doing and that's fine. And that's great, right? Or you can change it up and see what else is possible. I'm hosting a free, yes, I said the word free. I'm hosting a free 5-day masterclass, behind the scenes secrets to social media success. In 5 days, about an hour a day for 5 days, I'm going to teach you more about the formula for your social media strategy. We're going to talk more about engagement. We're going to talk about how to create a realistic content calendar that you will actually use. We're going to talk strategy and tips and tricks. And I'm literally going to give you a step-by-step plan for turning lookers into buyers. Roger put the link up for you. Thank you, Roger. So you can register at masterclass.ampupmybiz.com. masterclass.ampupmybiz.com. I highly encourage you, right? Because we're busy, grab that link now, right? Grab it now. Don't think you're going to do it in a million years. And at 6:01, when we're done, I highly encourage you to register. So register now. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so informative. I promise you will love it. Masterclass.ampupmybiz.com. And my friends, thank you for being awesome. All right, so I am going to stop my screen share. I'm going to open up for both ahas and questions. And I think, we're small enough. Do the little hand raising icon. I like to interact with you. So I would love to actually start with your ahas, because what you hear and see, you tend to forget. What you review, you tend to retain. So if you had a big aha moment in today in this class, I want you to lock it in by sharing it. So I'm going to change my view so I can see everyone. Hi, friends. So use your little hand raise icon. I would love to hear some of your ahas, and then we'll go into questions. Who had an aha? No one. All right, I will see you later. Love you guys. I'm very busy.
Michael had an aha.
Michael. And go ahead and unmute yourself. What was your aha?
Sorry, I was actually reserving my seat. So I was trying, I'm like, I have an aha, but I'm reserving my seat for hold on.
Like my aha is if I don't reserve my seat, I won't do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no,
what is
it
your
was super
aha?
cool. It's really great. I just felt like the aha was, I loved the, when you were saying just the $100 Amazon gift card to subscribe to your, like, I was like, what? Right? I love it. I love that. And I think it's great because I'm just about to create a really cool YouTube channel. So I was like, yes to you, Bridget.
Yes, my friend, you can get those 100 subscribers and your custom URL in 2 weeks. Just do like, will cost you $100. It'll be the best $100 you ever spent.
I love it.
Amazing.
I love it.
Do 1 or 2 other people have ahas? Either like wave your hands frantically, or you can use hand raise emoji, and then we'll go to questions. Bhavna.
I just want to say that you did a great job of finally convincing me to be coming on to social media.
I am so happy to hear that. You will not be sorry. And again, when you do it right, and I do hope you join me for my class, when it's done right, it is one of the most powerful tools I know in business. So I love that. Okay, is there one more aha? All right, questions. Who has a question? Raise. Oh, I see Ben, never too late to start. Thank you. Thank you. I loved it. Ian, there is a kind of happiness that money can buy. There is. All right, who has a question? Roger has a question.
You made several references to a custom URL close to a sentence about YouTube. I'm wondering what the connection is.
Thank you. So when you start a YouTube, that's such a great question, Roger. And right, people don't even know to ask it. So when you start a YouTube channel, your URL is something like youtube.com/FJHK23567LLLMMM. Like there is no way that you could say, check it out on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/amp up my biz. So as soon as you have 100 subscribers, you can go into your YouTube settings and you can customize your YouTube URL so that when you have all of your URLs, and ninja tip while we're here, please do your best to make sure they're all the same, right? Like when I speak, when I talk to people, I'm amp up my biz everywhere. Facebook.com/amp up my biz, Twitter.com/amp up my biz, Instagram.com/amp up my biz, YouTube, and on and on. You want to be so easily found, easy to speak, easy to say, easy to link. But that is the answer to the question. Does that help?
Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. All right. Who else has a question?
Another one for me. At what level of competence do I need to be in order to have a fighting chance of understand what you're talking about on the 5-day?
Oh, almost nothing, almost no level of competence. If you can register for my class, I'm being serious. Like if you can go to a URL, if you can go to masterclass.ampupmybiz.com and you can put information in and add an event to your calendar, then you can run successful social media. Now, I'm going to teach you so many things in my class, and don't be afraid of the technology. It's not brain surgery. Social media is simpler than all of the experts want you to think it is. They want you to think it's harder than it is. That said, Roger, you do need to have a strategy, because this whole like pasta, prayer, spaghetti thing is a waste of your time. That I will also guarantee you. But if you can register for my class, you will get value out of my class. That's a great question.
Thank you.
Emilia.
Hello, I already registered for your class. So, hey. So my question is, how many % of your posts can be like related to your personal life?
That's a good question. So I would keep lifestyle photos and personal life stuff on when you're talking about your business page, on your, Facebook business page versus your personal profile, your Instagram business, your Pinterest business, all of that. I would really keep that to like 20% or less, because you want to take people behind the scenes. You want to show them who you are, and you want to be continually adding value to your ICA. And I'm going to give you a specific example. So like I just went to the Maldives. I will share photos of the Maldives with my audience because they like it and it's fun and it will garner engagement. But the reality is it doesn't really help them build their business. So I will temper that with an article about finding the correct keywords. I will temper that with how do you find your hashtags. I did a live today about how do you pick your perfect social media platforms. So I will temper my personal world with specific value for business owners. So 20% or less is the answer, but always have value for your audience when it comes specifically to your business.
Which platform is like my second question is, what is, in your opinion, the best platform you can use to leverage your business? Like, let's say number one, Facebook, number two, like Instagram, three, like LinkedIn. Like, it's clear that if it's B2B, it's LinkedIn, but in any other, when it's B2C, what do you think is the best platform?
So every business and every industry, you're going to have a different answer. It's based on who you are. It's based on your preferences. It's based on your goals, what you're trying to accomplish with your social media. And it's based on your ICA. And you already registered for my class, Millie, it's free. Oh, good. Roger said it. We have there's an entire session on demographics, psychographics, and finding the perfect platform for your business. So you are covered, my friend. Stay tuned. Michael, because I know we only have like 4 more minutes. Michael.
No, exactly. So my question to you was, I think I'm missing a part though. So you're giving away $100 for the subscription, but who's the winner? Who actually?
The winner is chosen at random. So make sure you say giveaway, not contest. I'm not a lawyer, but I play one on TV. Make sure you say giveaway, not contest. Make sure you tell them that the winner is chosen at random from all of your YouTube subscribers. So make sure people also know if you've already subscribed to my channel, you're eligible to win. And if you go subscribe to my channel, you are eligible to win. And then you can just look at your subscribers and you pick someone at random.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay. Roger, are we okay on time? Can we take a couple more questions? Do we have like 3 more minutes? Or
Yes,
are we done?
Yes, we can.
Any other questions? Not all at once, my friends, not all at once. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with this because I know we only have a couple more minutes. I'm going to leave you with this. The best time to start your social media strategy was 2 years ago, right? The second best time is today. I implore you, I beg of you, I encourage you. Social media is a powerful, powerful tool when it is done right. I have seen it create hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars for business owners when it's done right. So I leave you with begin it now, right? Whatever you are going to do, begin it now. Of course, I want to see you in my class. It's free, it's fun, it's fabulous. It's this, but even more. So masterclass.ampupmybiz.com. I will see you there. But no matter what you do, get your social media on lock. Begin it now. And thank you so much. You guys have been lovely. And Roger, I adore you. Thank you for having me.
Bridget, on behalf of my 74,000 members, I thank you hugely. This whole social media thing, I think there's more people who have lost money, lost hundreds of hours, had hopes dashed because of unfulfilled promises around social media. And quite frankly, you're the first person in years who has resonated with me about the value of social media. And if you do that with me, I'm quite sure you did it with the rest of our audience attending today. So I thank you hugely. I just know I am going to meet a lot of today's attendees at your 5-day, 1 hour a day masterclass. Just thank you for making this whole minefield. You've given me hope that I can navigate it. And for that, I thank you to the moon and back.
You are most welcome. And thank you again. And thanks to everyone. I will see you soon. Thank you so much.